So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the queen's ransom.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet.
City Girl Mayor Tiffany Teflon Tahoe is still out here cutting up. At this point, everyone is aware that the feds are watching, but Mayor Porkchop continues to flex her power on the citizens of Dolton, the taxpayers, and she's really going after the business owners right now. As previously reported, the FBI is actively investigating the mayor. Several people have been interviewed by FBI agents, and as soon as that news went out, Tiffany Tahoe and her henchmen turned the heat up more. Get this, the other day when the news reporter was out investigating and speaking to businesses, Tiffany and her police gang got word of the reporter's visits to at least 2 of those businesses, and they decided to retaliate against those business owners by shutting them down.
I have like over 23 employees, they work from the local township. Now, end of the day, all the employees, they're gonna lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed, we all have kids.
Just think about all of these employees. I'm talking about dozens of families impacted between those 2 companies. They are now hurting all because of this city girl mayor. These people have families, spouses, children. They have rent to pay, utilities, transportation, childcare, and Tiffany Tahoe could care less because,
whatever, I do what I want.
Take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and get into it.
Someone seen you go in there, and then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
More controversy in South suburban Dolton. 2 popular bars shut down by police just hours after the owners talked to Fox 32. A village trustee also says it's because they're not financially supporting Dolton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard.
Here's Dean Plaka with the latest on the corruption investigation.
Is it coincidence or retaliation? Both of the Dolton bars that were raided and shut down last night, we visited the day before as part of our ongoing investigation into allegations of political corruption in Dolton.
They just rushed in here, put police at the front of the door like they was doing a raid on the drug house or something.
A team of Dolton police officers raided and shut down Pablo's Bar and Cafe and Rinky's Bar and Cafe, both located on Sibley, about a block apart.
Everything going peacefully, nothing going on. It's like 10 police cars came in and they start pushing customers from here. And he said, if you don't leave, we're gonna lock you up.
That's the owner of one of the bars Tiffany Tahoe ordered her police to shut down. Imagine being a customer and the police running up in there like something was really going on. They forced everybody out of there by threatening to lock them up, just like they did Mr. Gardner at his own business. I covered that months ago. If you missed it, the link will be below for you to check it out. She's playing the same game, harassing small business owners, all because they won't align with her politically.
Employees and owners say it's part of an ongoing campaign of harassment by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard that is costing jobs and money. Their business licenses have been stripped by Dolton, but they've continued to operate with a state license.
I have like over 23 employees, they work from the local township. Now, end of the day, all the employees, they're gonna lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed, we all have kids. They're not giving us no explanation.
On Monday, we visited both Rinky's and Pablo's to ask about allegations their licenses were being held up for political reasons. Then last evening, we broke the story that FBI agents have questioned at least a half-dozen people, including business owners, a former Dolton employee, and an elected official as part of an investigation into Mayor Henyard. Less than 2 hours after our story aired, police raided the 2 bars.
Someone seen you go in there, and then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
Wait a damn minute.
Now, wait a minute now. Trustee Tammy Brown said 2 hours after the news reporter left those 2 bars, Mayor Porkchop had her henchmen clearing out the businesses. This woman is about to be in some serious trouble. Miss Can't Stop Won't Stop is already aware the feds are watching her, and she's doing more and more to pile on charges. Also, the entire corrupt police department should be investigated. The new police chief she's got over there that's very loyal to her and all the other criminals too. On top of the police, she's got a bunch of criminals running with her, doing all her dirty work. I say take them all down. And shout out to Trustee Tammy Brown, Ms. Norwood. Shout out to Trustee Belcher. All the trustees that's standing up against this tyrant. That lady had the police go in there right after the news. Didn't even try to hide the connection between the news reporter being there and the sudden shutdown.
Dolton trustee Tammy Brown says she believes the raids are meant to send a warning to others not to talk. And she believes there's a reason so many Dolton businesses are having trouble getting their licenses renewed.
I'm sure that they were asked to donate, make a donation, and most likely they didn't make a donation. So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the Queen's ransom.
Now, tomorrow evening, there will be a special public meeting of the trustees opposed to the mayor in which they plan to take action on the village's finances, getting access to Village Hall. They've been locked out and welcoming that investigation by federal agencies. Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
Again, shout out to Trustee Tammy Brown. She told the reporter if these businesses didn't pay the Queen's ransom, the Queen would shut them down. You had one business that donated over $3,000 to the City Girl Mayor, and because they wouldn't donate to the City Girl Mayor again, she retaliated by not allowing them to renew their business license. And let me tell you, she's been doing this to a lot of businesses, which is why so many of them cannot get their business licenses renewed. She's basically extorting all of these businesses to collect money from them through her campaign. Had one lady in the comments yesterday, she said, what bothers me is she has a child and it looks like she's about to be gone for a while. It's a shame. Listen, to all the black folks still trying to find a way to feel sorry for this woman, let me ask you a question. When you defend her in the name of black people, why don't you think about the black people she's destroying? She's the mayor of a town that you can say is almost all black. So if you're defending her, that means you're against those black people. Then if you're defending her in the name of black womanhood, well, what about all the black women she's been sabotaging? And the ones I have up right here, that's not all of them. It's just a few I spoke about on the channel last year. If you missed those stories, check out my playlist. I'll leave the link below. The woman in the comments said she was worried about the mayor's child. But my problem is, why wasn't Tiffany Tahoe worried about her own child as she ran around committing all these crimes? We're talking about a deficit of millions in a town of about 20,000. The police are supposed to be protecting the community, but at any given time, you have more officers securing her than the rest of the town. And back to this woman's concern about the child. She's got a father, and maybe for once he'll have custody of his child without having to play these games with Tiffany. And let's be real, there's no way you can be concerned about the children but not concerned about the children of the business owners, their employees' families. They have children too. Or what about when Tiffany was retaliating against residents, cutting off water in the middle of the winter? Were you not concerned about their children? Is the only child you're concerned about the one of the criminal that's going to jail for her own corruption? At the end of the day, Tiffany did all this to herself, and it doesn't matter the race. No citizen should be treated like this, whether or not they support her. It's her job to represent all of them and to do right by these folks, and she's not doing that. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What do you think about the City Girl Mayor retaliating against local business owners? Special thank you to Halflock. I appreciate you, Halflock, for all of your support, as well as Shauna, Christine, Charles H., Creed, and Earl. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.